Good afternoon everyone, I'm Amrutha from IIIT Kannur. So the project I have chosen is Indic Multilingual Chatbot, and we have to use a RAG system on the local or government data. So imagine being a farmer or being a person who is unemployed and anything, and then you have many schemes which are given by government and not knowing which are relevant for you and not being able to choose them while being entitled. So this problem is rooted from being uninformed or being not able to speak like the main language where the information is sourced, which is English. So to solve that problem, I have taken 18 such government schemes which are proposed by the government of India, and based on those schemes, I have built my own chatbot which will be able to translate and give the chats to the user in multiple languages. I have taken 11 such languages, which include English, Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, and also Odia, Bengali. So first let me explain the methodology which I have taken. First of all, why use RAG? Why not just give the chat to an LLM and just take the answer from it? The first reason is why not just use an LLM directly? Why even make your own chatbot by using RAG? So the first reason is LLMs usually hallucinate and give the data which is like dated, outdated data. So while using RAGs, the main advantage is that it will give the information from the documents which we have given. So we'll give it the source or the root from which we have to take the data. The LLM only does the giving the relevant parts to the user, not just not using it as a knowledge source. So the main knowledge source is from the government schemes data that we have given. So the data is in this schemes folder. So each scheme is given as follows. Like first we'll give it what the name of the scheme is, ministry, department, etc. The overview of the scheme, and then the benefits of the scheme. And then we also give it the eligibility criteria, application process, and we also give the documents required and the frequently asked questions. And we also give the official website URL of the scheme that we are referring to. So how does our system work? The first thing it does is take all of these data from the schemes folder, and we use ingest.py code where we'll divide the schemes text files, Word files, PDF files. So we have make the systems in such a way that it accepts PDF files, Word files, and HTML files, and also the text files. So from these, this ingest.python makes chunks. So how do we make the chunks? Is like it will see what the main heading or sections is and takes the whole section as a chunk. And then after taking this chunk, we'll do the text extraction. And then we will ingest this into the chatbot, and then we'll make a ChromaDB database. So this is a vector database. We have made this by taking the chunks and their embeddings. We have used the sentence transformers from Hugging Face, and these embeddings are then stored as vectors in this ChromaDB. And then, how do we get the answers for our questions? So first, let me show you the interface first. So this is how the interface looks in the start. And then once you ask a question, just click on it, or then you can also type your questions like in this chat. So once you give the question, it will first try to detect the language. So it will see if it is English, Hindi, Marathi, etc. And then it will make a embedding of that. If it is in English, it will directly make it into embeddings, and then these embeddings will be they'll find the cosine similarity while by taking the chunks embeddings from the ChromaDB. And then after finding cosine similarity, what we have done is we have not just taken the information directly from the ChromaDB, but we have also we have built a 3-tier system. First, we'll calculate the cosine similarity. If it is greater than 0.55, 55%, then we will be taking it as a credible source and we'll take the information directly from it. Here you can see it is given like from documents. And the similarity score is 74%, which is greater than 55%. So from this we have taken the information. And if in case it is less than 0.55 and greater than 30%, We have also given the official website URL in the data. So from the official website, it will take the information. In case even this information feels thin, then we will take the information from other web search. For that we have used DuckDuckGo. And the reason for using that specific web search is because it ensures the privacy of the user. And then after taking the cosine similarity, we will retrieve the relevant chunks, and then from that chunk we will give the these chunks to the LLM, and that from that LLM, the LLM will make a structured answer for the user. So what did we use for the translation? For translation, we have used the translator.py and the deep translator library. And here we'll see we have taken all of these languages. So first we'll take the query, we'll change it to English so that we can find the cosine similarity with the data, because most of the primary data available is in English. So first we take the local language, translate it to English, and then we retrieve the chunks and generate an answer for the user in English, and then that English answer is then translated to the local language which the user has used for asking the question. So this is the whole interface. Here we can see all of the schemes that we have injected or loaded, and here we can change the languages: Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Marathi, etc. And I have also added a dark or light theme. So the real world impact this can cause is many or most of the schemes which are provided by Government of India go like unclaimed. The people who are entitled to these schemes are not able to like make use of them because of either lack of knowledge or being not able to talk to or find information in the local language. So this helps for closing this gap in the market. So thank you. Let us now see some of the questions which are given in local languages. So the first one, we have asked for the eligibility criteria and who are eligible for PMJDY in Hindi here, and the generated answer from the documents is here. And then we have also done the same for in Telugu, and then even in Kannada. So all of these are first, as said before, translated into English, and then found the answer, and then translated back into the local.